Now this is another brother. This is another person to the initial person. This one that I posted initially that have threatened to actually unalive people, right? I want the international community to be aware. Possibly tag rally more, because it seems the government is clueless in this regard, and if they don't apprehend these people, that is to say, they are actually overseeing the unaliving of innocent individuals and doing nothing against it. And to the bunch of fanatics, animals, that thinks that my stand is biased, give me video evidence of people that have threatened to make havoc, irrespective of the religion or the tribe. And I'll be so welcome to do this. Because over time we keep saying unknown gunmen. But here do we have a situation where people are taking responsibility. Not just taking responsibility, but promising that they are going to deliver what they have delivered. And you sit down there and you think that, well, I hope the international community is watching. And the fact is that if the government does nothing about this, that is to say the government is also an accomplice of this atrocity. This madness must stop.
Where are all the pro-Palestine voices when it comes to what's happening in Nigeria? Today, on Palm Sunday, there are reports of a massacre that happened in Nigeria. Extremist Fulani militants on motorcycles attacked and unalived Christian students. And this is nothing new. For years, decades, Nigerian Christians have been facing displacement, violence, attacks over and over again. You know what's crazy? More people over the years have been displaced in Nigeria than Palestine, and yet no one talks about it. Our people are living in fear. Local advisor Titus Ayuba Alam said, children no longer go to school. Even worship in churches, you can't do it because you're running for your life. In places like Nigeria, when Christians are attacked, when people are attacked in general, there is very weak justice for them. Let me quickly give you an idea of what's been happening in Nigeria over the past few years. Villages burned down. Churches wiped, people kidnapped, taken from their homes in the middle of the night and forced to convert. These are people living in constant fear of losing their lives just because of what they believe in. And yet other countries are refusing to step in and help them. Why? When are we gonna say enough is enough? Yeah, shows a lot about us. We only react to what we're shown on the news. But what doesn't make it? We stay silent.
I sabi people wey payment yesterday for Angwan Rukuba Jos. Yesterday will be 29th March 2026. Yes, me drumming king the talk say I sabi them. I go mention their names for this video for una with evidence, and I dey call on the governor of the state, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, to go after these people. We no want here the government is making arrangement. The government is this. No, we want to see news like the government has apprehended numbers of so abi people where they responsible for the dying of men we fall yesterday. Kunaji, before I play this video, I go like tell my Christian brothers, see, not be all Muslims for just we know like peace. Just as we know, say we also get bad eggs for the Christian religion, we know also one peace. But una know waiting. This video make una continue the share. Make the government take immediate actions. And if government no take actions against people with me drumming king, they call on now. They mention their names now. It means say the government they fear them. Mujemaha, na him be the gang leader of terrorists wey payment yesterday for Jos, and a big celebrity. Yes, now big celebrity for Jos and even the northern Nigeria at large. And for the sake of men wey pay yesterday, me drumming king no go post any drumming video we go use this moment mount our brothers and sisters wey been quiet. If una no see me, I dey DSS hand. Them don dey send me security threats. You know they send me security threats. Say I go explain am for DSS office. Wetin I talk. Where I talk say Maha na him be the gang leader of people wey buy men yesterday for Angon Rukuba. Nigerians, I'm crying out loud. Please tag very dark man to this video. Tag anybody you can tag. I'm calling on you people now as it is. If you don't see me, fine. Just know that I'm in the DSS office. Or the security don't come pick me. You understand? So I just want to cry out loud now to you people and know that the kind of country we're inside, they are using securities to still intimidate us that are saying the truth. I don't care. If I like, I die. If I like, I stay alive. What's the essence? Who knows who is next? Even if I don't talk, I may still be lying down there, dead. Someday. Or even part of those people that were dead. And you expect me to be silenced? If you don't see me, know that I'm in the DSS office. But this one, I don't come out now. Live and direct. And I'm still repeating it. That Maha is still part of those people. In fact, he's the gang leader. Because as an influencer, I see no reason why he is going out to say such things. The government of Plateau State, people are beginning to complain already in the comment section that there is no government on the Plateau. Please, do well to voice out. Let the people know there are governments there is a government in Plateau.
Do you know one of the most painful thing about this whole Jos attack? The bandits that attacked Jos, that killed those people, few days before the attack, they uploaded a video on TikTok threatening, you can hear this video now, it's in Hausa, threatening that they will attack Jos, that they will kill people. They even said that you should leave the town. Imagine bandits, they put out the threats and they went ahead to fulfill their threats. And we have a government, we have NIA, we have DSS, we have Nigerian military, civil defense, we have all of them, we have police. A terrorist threatened a city, nothing happened, and he carried it out. Nothing happened. 24 hours later, no, not one bandit has been arrested. 48 hours later, not one bandit has been arrested. Dear Nigerians, protect yourself in every means, any possible means that you can use to protect yourself. Please do. Please do protect yourself. Nobody is coming for us. We are on our own. Or your lawa.
This guy was among the numerous people that posted that after their fasting, after the Islamic fasting, they will kill many Plateau people. They will kill many Christians on the Plateau. We are not just talking to the government of Plateau State about this very person. He might also be among people that have incited killings in different states in Nigeria. We are not only calling for the Plateau State government to arrest him, we're also calling for the federal government to investigate him. Because if somebody like this can come up in the air and say after fasting they will unalive Christian on the Plateau, then we need to know that he's not only doing this on the Plateau, he's also doing it all over Nigeria. If we have been crying in Nigeria, there are killings everywhere, and we have people that will come out publicly and declare that after fasting they will kill Nigerians, then we are calling on the federal government to immediately arrest him. We don't even want the state government to arrest him. Let him be arrested by the federal government, so that it will be a lesson to all Nigerians, not only to the people of Plateau State. How will somebody just come up in the air like that and utter such useless statement, and he's roaming about his house? He's roaming about doing his businesses and he's free. And if the government do not do anything about him, I am telling you, the government, you are opening more ways for people to live a lawless life in this country. This is his face. We'll be posting a lot of them. He's not the only person. There are many people that make such posts on the plateau that they will kill Christians after they are fasting.
You see, just imagine, Nigeria have not gotten to a state where you no longer show interest, or where you no longer really want to hear when there is mass unaliving of people in any part of the country. We are just aware of the recent mass murder that happened in Plateau State. It has always been happening in that part of the country, just like in every other part of the country. So every time I hear it, I was just like, okay, how many this time? Because that's the best you can ask. When you are being told, guy, you know, you say that by people for social place, because how many this time? That's where we find ourselves under a failed government. How do you explain to the people of Plateau State that they have a commander-in-chief? How do you explain to the people of Benue State that they have a government whose responsibility is protecting life and property of the citizen? Now, if we have gotten here in the hands of the APC, and some animals, some enemy of the country want this to continue. If Tinubu has failed in 3 years, not doing anything about insecurity, which obviously he has no powers to do something about it. See, somebody that was just allowed to rig himself into power so that he can be used as vegetable over the country can possibly not step on toes. We all know this before. You get the point. But what I could not understand is, why are some morons still supporting this regime to continue? No, based on what? We saw what happened in Plateau. The minister, is it the minister? Yeah, the minister of defense, the father to the prodigal son. I mean the father, because he just referred to the terrorists as the prodigal sons, and he obviously is their father. The minister of defense, the national security advisor. These are two people I would have scored very poor in this regime. Like, they have failed in their duty. National security advisor is doing nothing about national security. The minister of defense have no business with defending anybody. But then I remember that when Tinubu appoints you, Tinubu gives you instruction. So perhaps their instruction is not to defend anything or do anything about national security. All they are mandated to do is to go and campaign. People will die. You will see one moron going there to campaign. So Nigerians, you that is still alive, you that have not been taken down, will you wait till you are dead before you have sense? If this government doesn't leave power by 2027, I mean for those that will live up to 2027, because many that lives now will not see 2027, because these prodigal sons of the chief of defense staff are not done yet. You get the point now? They are not done yet. So we must all unanimously come together and boot this failed government out in 2027. And Peter Obi is the man. Don't say that I didn't tell you. I'm only saying my word, and you remember me when the time comes.
Alright, so my heart goes out to the people of Jos, Angwa Rukuba precisely. Now, I stayed in Angwa Rukuba the time I was a student in the University of Jos. I stayed in Angwa Rukuba, and I have a lot of friends in Angwa Rukuba till date, so it was quite unfortunate. When I heard about this news, I was really disturbed, you know. It's quite unfortunate. Individuals just came on bikes. These are criminals. On Sunday, that was yesterday, they came to Angwa Rukuba Junction and they opened fire on unsuspecting victims, you know. Sporadically, they just began to shoot. Shooting at people, children, women, in fact, it was a horrific sight. It was very, very horrible. As of now, we don't know the motive behind this attack, and nobody knows. I'm very sure the police are already investigating, but you have to be security cautious. If these people take on this form of attack, there is a high likelihood that this is not the end. They will come back. They may strike another place again. So you have to be security cautious. Be cautious of the people that move around. Be cautious of bike, because that is their mode of transportation, because bike is the fastest way that you can escape. So they use bike. Be cautious of people on bikes. Be cautious of people coming into your area on bike. So may the soul of the departed rest in peace. And don't forget, stay safe and remain dangerous.
I call on the federal government of Nigeria to really act and act fast. This information was given out a few weeks ago. We amplified it. The people who have threatened that they were going to kill Platonians after the Ramadan, and now we have seen them execute exactly. And these people are supposed to be arrested when they made those statements. If we are going to stop this massacre and this kind of genocide in this country, then our country leadership must not politicize and allow things to go the way they are going. So I am calling on the federal government. This time you must fish out these individuals. They are there on the social media who said that after Ramadan, we are going to see the spray of killing. They must be dealt with, and they must be dealt with publicly. And I want to say at this juncture that I'm not just saying to you Nigerians that you should fold your hands and be watching. We are in a war situation. You must protect yourself. We must protect our environment. A people have declared a war on us. So even when there is peace, you should be alert and you should be sensitive to know that there are people who have vowed they must waste away life.
Yesterday in the night, so many families are mourning as we speak in Jos. How do you console a family that did service yesterday, Palm Sunday, with their loved ones, that celebrated with them? How do you console them this morning? Somebody you saw yesterday morning is now lying in the mortuary. Father, even the strongest among us is becoming weak. Lord, help us. Father, help us. We have no one, oh Lord. 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 How long are we going to keep burying our people? Our street is now a graveyard. Our homes is now mortuary. If you go to so many houses right now, there are corpses of their loved ones in the house. Lord, help us. Lord, help us. Lord, help us. Father, help us. The strongest among us is becoming weak.
Before these terrorists carried out this massacre, they didn't use a loudspeaker to shout, if you are a Christian, go out, or if you are a Muslim, go out. If you are a Hausa man, go out. If you are not from Plateau, go out. If you are an Igbo person, leave this area. If you are a Yoruba person, leave this area. They opened fire on everybody there. Irrespective of who you are, your age, what you are, where you come from. Are you just visiting? You came to visit a friend, you stayed there, you are not from the region. They massacred everything they could there. This is to tell you that all these things we used to divide ourselves won't help us. We need to come together if we want to fight this. I'm not saying I'm preaching about peace, no. Bad leadership is what I'm talking about, because they said prevention is always better than cure. If only we have government to prevent it from the beginning, when they gave that warning during the assuming period, this wouldn't have happened. A good leader, or if there was actually a good leadership, would have tackled it from that time, and everybody who is in that plot will be held responsible. Even that famous pastor in Jos, who made people public know about the killings of recent in Jos, say something of it, that this attack have been a long planned something. It's not a new something. They saw the warning, they heard of the warning. They talked to the security men, but nothing. Lack of leadership, lack of good leadership. So be you a Christian, be you a Muslim, be you a Hausa, be you even a Fulani, the killing of these people won't add anything to your life. If I'm not saying if you are the people, no. What am I saying? Because it's not you that is being affected. Be you an Igbo man, because it did not happen in Igbo land. Be Yoruba man, because it's not happening in Yoruba land, or because Tinubu is the president. Shouldn't mean you should keep quiet to this, because it can happen to you, it can happen to anybody. We should all come together and ask for good leadership. Be you Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, Nupe, Yoruba, anything you are, come together. Let's ask for good leadership and say enough is enough, because senseless killings like this can't be going on, and we will keep short. Justice must be served. We are not in a country where we do God will forgive. If you want to forgive and forget, go to hell or heaven, ask God for forgiveness. But on earth, we will hold you responsible here. Justice must be served. But what I want to tell you is that both you in your state that is not close to north, or in your state that is not close to south, know that this can happen to you any day, anytime, if the good leaders doesn't sit in power.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, I don't know the agenda of these people and what they stand to gain from shedding human lives. I don't know what they stand to gain, benefit from taking away, causing chaos and unaliving humans in Nigeria. Well, for the government, I know the government is incompetent and they don't value human lives. So it's for these people marauding as criminal and jihadists who are all in the name of religion, doing everything they want to do to cause problem in this country, to exterminate people and to take away their lives. This is what these people are doing. But Nigeria, our resolve should be against all these forces who have vowed not to allow us have peace in this country. I, for one, would always stand against the unity of this country and one Nigeria. Owing to the various problems and myriad of challenges bedeviling our nation, Nigeria is not a country, and it shouldn't have been, if not for the selfishness of our colonial masters, who in their thought felt bringing Nigeria to one and making it a singular colony would be to their benefit and would be for their own interests. And that's the reason why we are facing the problem we are facing today. The far northern part of this country do not have anything related with the southern part of this country. Even the middle belt have nothing in common with the northern part of this country, but they were bundled together just to beef up the population of people who were loyal to them. The British had to beef up the population of the Fulanis and the core northerners just because they were loyal to them during their reign over Nigeria. And that is the reason, that's the fulcrum of this problem. That's the foundation of this problem that we're having today. Just like these people conquered Turkey, Egypt, Iran, and so many other countries, they want to, by extension, replicate that in this country. This cleansing that is going on in Nigeria should not be taken with levity, because of course the government cannot do anything about it, but the people must not go to bed with their both eyes closed, because just like we've heard in this video, attacks like this are something that come spontaneously. They attack and do it intermittently. They continue to do it intermittently until they succeed in sacking everybody from the village and taking over. This is their gradual agenda, and this is what they want to achieve. So if nothing is done, if we don't wake up to these people and say enough is enough, there is no way this whole thing is going to stop. The government has failed in every ramification, and if you leave yourselves for the government, if we leave ourselves for the government, honestly, nobody knows who becomes next. And that's the honest truth. Nigerians need to do everything they need to do at this dire moment to defend themselves, because the situation is going out of hand. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.